Who is your favorite hero? Now that you have your answer, ask the following question. Are they willing to cross the line and take out evil permanently? This has been the question I have debated ever since I was able to grasp the fact that heroes are in serious situations that may require them to cross that line, and yet people in the story or in real life criticize when they are faced with that choice and choose to keep the people they love safe. Here, I will talk about the complex nature of anti-heroes and narrow down when it is considered too far. I'm sure by now you already have thought about the type of heroes this is for. Red Hood, Deadpool, Punisher, Wolverine, and many others are widely considered to be dangerous and go too far. Now, in truth, they are dangerous, but so are their circumstances. These guys idolized heroes and fought alongside them before the breaking point. Jason Todd, aka Red Hood, was raised by Batman and fought with him for years until he was kidnapped and tortured by the Joker. The problem with that statement wasn't in the fact that he was put through such pain, but in the fact that he was fighting the same criminals since he was 12 years old. There are plenty of points in which you can say a hero is justified, but the problem is that there are highly dangerous villains that can't just be put away only to escape and target the vulnerable again. Yet, these characters are always put on such a high pedestal in the eyes of the characters in verse, while still being very popular in the real world. This is for their ability to resonate with the audience and be more grounded. This has always been the case, as the prominent parallel of the hero who tends to forgive and strive for hope. The thing is, they were never against those things, but at the same time have a better understanding of the total situation. Dexter, for example, is a man who hides his urge to kill under the guise of a forensic scientist. He kills multiple criminals that go behind the eyes of the law, but also gives clues to help them others like him try to prevent worse crimes from happening by managing it. There is one issue with anti-heroes. This usually happens when the mainline hero interacts with them. If done well, we can have Professor X and Magneto. If done wrong, we can have Batman and Red Hood. There is no problem between having the two sides tolerate each other or come into conflict, but there needs to be a direction. Magneto and Professor X overall have the same goal, but just go about it differently. This eventually leads to different outcomes, such as Magneto learning to give humanity a chance, or them having a final confrontation. With Red Hood and Batman, however, they tend to follow the same pattern. One is clearing the streets of crime the wrong way. They eventually fight. Red Hood loses and becomes a hero until a criminal like Joker does something so terrible gets him back into killing again. Only this time Batman beats him up and saves whoever Red Hood was about to kill. This tends to be because these confrontations lead to money. But more often, they just make us question the characters. I mean, Joker alone disabled their friend. He killed many people, committed terrorism. And the viewer is just supposed to accept that as long as there is a chance, killing a criminal is wrong. I don't think heroes with a no-kill rule are necessarily wrong. But when the story falls into a boring state, the same message is repeated, especially towards people that show progress in that field. Neither is better than the other, but many people enjoy anti-heroes, but if their only purpose is just to lose and to be made wrong, it makes the actual hero look hypocritical.